Attention! Do you have a crescent moon on your hand? What it really means will change your life forever. Stay until the end of this video. Have you ever looked at your palm and noticed a crescent moon? If so, get ready to discover what this really means, because what you will learn today could change your life forever. It's not just a mark, it's a sign from the universe, a symbol of prosperity and transformation. Did you know that, according to Buddhist teachings, the crescent moon on your hand carries deep spiritual power? It's no accident that you've found this video. The ancient knowledge we are about to share with you has the power to unlock a new cycle of financial prosperity, abundance, and enlightenment. This video will guide you to understand how this energy could be the key to manifesting money, health, and harmony in your life. The secret is literally in your hands. Let's discover how this simple mark could be your master key to wealth, activating powerful energies for attracting prosperity. Abundance will come when you understand the spiritual meaning of this mark, and I'll show you everything now. Now write in the comments as an affirmation to the universe, prosperity flows to me, prosperity flows to me, prosperity flows to me. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video, because the best content about prosperity and Buddhist wisdom is coming your way. Have you noticed a crescent moon on your palm? If so, know that this symbol is not just a curious mark on your hand, but a deep spiritual sign with a direct connection to the universe. Within Buddhist teachings, the crescent moon carries a powerful and unique meaning. It is not limited to its simple shape, it represents harmony between the energies of yin and yang forces that balance everything around us. In Buddhism, the key to enlightenment is precisely understanding and maintaining this internal balance, where opposing energies complement each other and help us follow the path of wisdom. Now, if you have this mark on your hand, you may wonder, what does this mean for me? Well, the crescent moon represents your personal journey of spiritual transformation. Imagine how the moon, which goes through several phases in its cycle, you too are in constant evolution. In Buddhism, transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's like a plant that slowly grows, step by step, until it blooms. When you look at the crescent moon on your palm, you can remember that spiritual change requires patience, introspection, and dedication, but each small step is a big leap toward enlightenment. And how does this apply to your life? Think of a time when you made an important decision. How did you feel afterward? Was it a moment of great clarity, or did you find yourself lost in doubts? The crescent moon symbolizes exactly this, the ability to move from ignorance to wisdom. We are not talking about academic knowledge, but something much deeper, the wisdom that comes from the continuous practice of meditation, reflecting on our actions, and the lessons we learn from suffering. This wisdom is what guides us to true inner peace and prosperity in all areas of life. And when we talk about prosperity, the crescent moon also holds the power of manifestation. By connecting with the energy of the crescent moon, you are, in a way, aligning yourself with the universal flow that governs abundance. Let's talk about a practical example. Have you ever done any meditation practice where you visualized something you truly wanted? Something simple, like an increase in energy or improvement in finances. If you focused your intention clearly, you probably felt a change, right? Well, the crescent moon on your hand can be seen as a daily reminder that you have the power to manifest your intentions. And by doing this with Buddhist wisdom, you open the doors to abundance, both spiritual and financial. Let me tell you a secret. Many Buddhist practitioners use the symbolism of the crescent moon as part of prosperity rituals. They believe that by focusing on this symbol and connecting with its energy, they can unlock abundance and wealth. One example could be a simple meditation ritual where you focus on the palm of your hand, visualizing the crescent moon, and reciting prosperity mantras like "Abundance flows to me with ease." This, my friends, is the first step to align your energies with the prosperity you want to manifest. And this practice can be done every day or even during financial crises. The key is consistency and faith that the universe always responds to a heart aligned with good intentions. Imagine if you could start applying these simple principles in your life right now. What would change? How would you feel if you could manifest more prosperity? The truth is that the power of the crescent moon on your hand goes beyond what you can imagine. It is the direct connection to the universe, and now that you understand its meaning, you can begin applying Buddhist wisdom to transform your life. Have you ever thought that your palm, with the crescent moon in its design, could represent your own life path? In Buddhism, we see each mark and symbol as a reflection of what is happening inside. The crescent moon on your hand is not just a physical trace, but a deep representation of your quest for wisdom and spiritual evolution. It's not a simple detail, it's connected to your continuous process of growth and learning. Think of the self-knowledge process as a journey. We all, at some point in life, feel lost, unsure of the path we should follow. The crescent moon, with its growing form, symbolizes your own search for wisdom, the constant search for answers to existential questions. In Buddhism, we believe this process of discovery begins within ourselves. By practicing meditation, for example, you allow yourself to enter a quiet and deep space within your mind, where you can hear your inner voice more clearly. When you dedicate yourself to this, the crescent moon on your hand begins to shine as a symbol of your journey. You are indeed going through a continuous process of discovery, where every step is another rung toward full wisdom. And how does this affect your daily choices? Buddhism teaches us that as we seek inner wisdom, we learn to observe our reactions and decisions more consciously. If you have this crescent moon on your hand, it might be a sign that you are ready for a deeper awakening, to see the illusions of material life and start detaching from them. In daily life, this means questioning why we make certain choices, why we seek things that don't always bring lasting happiness. For example, imagine you're stuck in a consumption pattern that doesn't bring real satisfaction. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that by recognizing these illusions, we can start searching for what truly matters: peace, harmony, and a purposeful life. The process of detachment, something fundamental in Buddhism, starts right here. The crescent moon, as a symbol, reminds us that there's so much more to find within ourselves than the outer world could offer. However, detachment is not something that happens overnight. It is a gradual process and, for many of us, one of the greatest spiritual challenges. The crescent moon can be seen as a guide on this path. It reflects the process of slowly learning to detach from the things and thoughts that bind us to a cycle of suffering. It's a reminder to look beyond materialism and seek true happiness in simplicity, balance, and harmony with the whole. A good example of this in everyday life would be a simple gratitude exercise, where instead of focusing on something you wish to acquire, you begin appreciating what you already have, recognizing the abundance that already exists in your life, in a deeper and truer way. This alignment with inner wisdom is not just a mental exercise, but something that reflects in your behavior and the way you interact with others. The next stage of your spiritual development, reflected by the crescent moon on your hand, is learning to live according to this wisdom. And the next step we will explore is how this wisdom reflects in our understanding of the cycles of life. Have you noticed how in our life, everything seems to go through cycles? Day turns to night, seasons change, and we ourselves are constantly in transformation. The crescent moon, with its growing and waning shape, is a perfect reflection of this natural and spiritual reality. In Buddhism, we believe that everything in life is in constant flow and change. And this symbolism is exactly what the crescent moon represents: impermanence, one of the great truths taught by Buddha. Let's reflect for a moment. How many times have you found yourself in a difficult situation, thinking everything was lost, only to later see the situation transform and improve over time? This is what the cycle of the crescent moon teaches us. Life is full of ups and downs, moments of growth and moments of decline, and all of this is part of our evolution process. Buddhism invites us to accept the impermanence of life and realize that difficulties and challenges are not permanent, just like the crescent moon is not a full moon. As you go through moments of decline, remember that change is inevitable, and spiritual growth often arises from these difficult moments. Imagine that, during a moment of financial difficulty, you could visualize the crescent moon in your palm, and remind yourself that this phase will not last forever. The energy of the crescent moon teaches us that even when things seem to be going wrong, you are going through a cycle of spiritual growth. In this process, it is possible to manifest prosperity even in the midst of challenges. The key is not to cling to suffering but to see it as an opportunity for learning. By doing so, you begin to align your life with the natural cycles of existence, accepting that both growth and decline are part of the same journey. This understanding of impermanence is also vital when it comes to your emotional and mental health. In Buddhism, the practice of meditation helps us observe our thoughts and emotions with clarity, without clinging to them. Just like the crescent moon, which goes through different phases, our emotions also fluctuate. When we accept that everything is in constant change, we begin to live with more peace because we do not hold on to moments of sadness or happiness. What is important is maintaining balance and serenity, knowing that each phase, whether good or bad, serves a purpose in our inner growth. By recognizing this cycle of growth and decline in your life, you can use this understanding as a powerful tool to manifest prosperity. When you realize that in times of scarcity you are merely going through a natural phase of decline, you become more capable of maintaining the confidence that abundance will always return, just as the full moon follows the crescent moon. Now, the question arises, how can you use this understanding to advance further in your spiritual journey? Let us explore how karma comes into play, and how it relates to your energy and destiny. Have you ever wondered how your past actions influence your present life? In Buddhism, we deeply believe in the law of karma, which teaches us that everything we do, whether good or bad, returns to us in some way. The crescent moon on your hand can be a powerful clue about how karma is manifesting in your life. The energy of a person who has this mark may indicate that they are at a moment of balance, where the impact of past actions is beginning to become visible. Karma is often described as a universal law of cause and effect. This means that when we make decisions, our choices generate consequences that directly affect us. The crescent moon, as a symbol, can be seen as a reminder that our actions, both good and bad, are aligned with the universe's flow. If you have this mark, it is possible that you have experienced challenging situations in past lives, and are now at a critical point where karmic lessons are starting to reveal themselves. What you do now, in this present moment, has the power to alter the course of your journey, creating a new, more positive karma aligned with your true essence. Imagine, for example, that you made a mistake in your professional life in the past, perhaps acting selfishly or impulsively, and this caused difficulties in your career. The presence of the crescent moon on your hand could be a sign that you are at a crucial moment, where the karma of your past choices is manifesting. But the most interesting thing is that Buddhism teaches us that by recognizing the impact of karma and consciously changing our actions, we can begin to reverse these energies. Through practices like meditation, genuine repentance, and actions aimed at goodness, you have the power to create a new karmic cycle, which can bring prosperity, balance, and harmony to your life. A practical example of this could be the practice of a purification ritual, in which you reflect on your past actions and commit to acting with greater wisdom and compassion in the future. This not only eases the weight of negative karma but also begins to generate positive energy, which manifests in surprising ways. The crescent moon, as a symbol, becomes a daily reminder that you are the architect of your destiny. Every decision you make has the power to shape your future. Thus, by starting to live with greater awareness and intention, you begin to release the bonds of past karma, attracting more peace and prosperity into your life. By understanding this relationship between karma and the crescent moon, you become more aware of your choices, knowing that every action has an effect, whether positive or negative. And as you release old karma, you prepare to receive new blessings and a constant flow of prosperity. The next step, then, is to explore how practices like meditation and rituals can further enhance this transformative energy. Let us delve into how these practices can help strengthen your connection to the energy of the crescent moon. Dear ones, how to maximize the power of the crescent moon in your life. Now that you understand the spiritual meaning of the crescent moon, and how it is connected to your path of transformation, it is time to learn how you can enhance this energy to bring more prosperity and harmony into your life. The power of the crescent moon on the palm of your hand is directly related to your ability to manifest your intentions and unlock abundance. And believe it, there are simple practices you can incorporate into your daily life to further align your energies with the universe, making the most of the ancient wisdom it symbolizes. The first essential practice to enhance the power of the crescent moon in your life is meditation. When you dedicate yourself to meditating, focusing on the palm of your hand and the shape of the crescent moon, you create a space for deep connection with the cosmic flow. By breathing slowly and steadily, imagine the energy of the waxing moon entering your body, purifying your emotions and thoughts. During this practice, visualize prosperity flowing toward you, as if you are aligning your energy with the universe to attract wealth and abundance. Meditation is the most powerful tool you have at your disposal to access your inner power and break through the barriers that prevent your desires from manifesting. In addition to meditation, another fundamental practice for enhancing the energy of the crescent moon is performing purification rituals. Buddhism teaches us that for prosperity to reach us, we need to be in harmony with our body, mind, and spirit. A simple ritual you can do at sunrise is to dedicate a few minutes to cleansing the energy around you. Light incense or a candle, sit in silence, and as you visualize the crescent moon in your palm, make a powerful affirmation: I am an open channel for the universe's abundance. By doing this, you create an energetically clean space for new blessings and opportunities to arrive. It is a practical way to align yourself with the universal flow and prepare your life to receive everything you deserve. Another example of an effective ritual involves the use of mantras. Mantras have the power to shape our reality, as they help focus our energy on a clear and specific intention. By reciting a mantra related to the crescent moon, like "abundance flows to me easily," you begin to vibrate at the same frequency as abundance. Buddhism teaches us that words have power, and when we pronounce an affirmation with conviction, we begin to manifest that reality in our lives. Practice this daily, preferably at sunrise or sunset when energies are most conducive to positively influencing your being. You can also include visualization practices. Imagine the crescent moon filling your life with light and positive energy. Visualize the flow of money, success, and prosperity entering your life like a river that never dries up. By visualizing this, you are creating a parallel reality where you are already in tune with the abundance you wish to attract. The more you practice these techniques, the more easily the universe will respond to your requests, guiding you to unexpected opportunities. These practices are more than simple rituals, they are ways to attune your being with the universe and the energy of the crescent moon. By dedicating time and attention to these practices, you begin to open the doors to prosperity and abundance in your life. Now, with your energy aligned, the question remains: how will the future unfold for you? The crescent moon, with its profound teachings, is preparing the way for a bright and possibility-filled future. And what's next? Let us uncover how the crescent moon can be a sign of transformation on your spiritual path. Have you ever stopped to reflect on how the marks on your hands could be a sign of your destiny? In the case of the crescent moon, this symbol is not just a marker of where you are, but also of where you can go. In Buddhism, we believe that the energy you carry, represented by symbols like the crescent moon, is a reflection not only of your present but also of your future potentials. When you look at the crescent moon on your hand, it is not just a symbol of your spiritual journey up to this point, but also a reminder that a future filled with opportunities lies ahead. The crescent moon has a transformative power because it reflects the natural cycles of life, the beginning, the middle, the end, and then the rebirth. Like the lunar cycle, the crescent moon symbolizes rebirth, the chance to begin again, even after periods of darkness or hardship. It is a clear message that, no matter where you are now, the future is always full of new possibilities. In many aspects of Buddhism, we believe that the future is a blank canvas, where the choices we make now are the brushes with which we paint our destiny. Therefore, when you notice the crescent moon on your hand, know that it is an invitation to recognize that the future is within your reach, and, with the wisdom you acquire, you can paint it with prosperity, peace, and balance. And what does this mean in practice? Imagine you are going through a challenging moment, perhaps a phase of financial or emotional stagnation. The crescent moon, in this moment, can serve as a beacon illuminating the way forward. It symbolizes that, despite any difficulty, the growth cycle is underway, and you are at a crucial point where you can decide to start a new phase. In Buddhism, the concept of rebirth does not only refer to life after death, but also to the possibility of reinventing yourself in every new stage of life. By understanding that the future is in constant flow and that, through good actions, meditation, and pure intention, you can start a new cycle, you give yourself the opportunity to manifest a more prosperous and abundant future. When we talk about the future, we are also talking about a spiritual future. The crescent moon on your hand indicates that you are about to undergo a deep transformation on your spiritual path. This could mean a deepening of your meditation practices, a stronger connection with Buddhist wisdom, or even a shift in perspective that leads you to live more authentically and in alignment with the principles of detachment and compassion. When you recognize the presence of the crescent moon, you are giving yourself permission to leave behind old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you, opening yourself to a new state of enlightenment and understanding. Additionally, the crescent moon also symbolizes a portal to new financial opportunities and prosperity. If you are seeking a change in your financial or professional situation, this mark on your hand can be seen as a sign that a cycle of abundance is about to begin. When you begin to act with the intention of manifesting money and wealth in alignment with Buddhist teachings, the energy of the crescent moon can help you unlock these flows of abundance. The message here is clear: the future is an opportunity for you to create the life you desire, whether in the material or spiritual aspect, and the crescent moon is a key that opens that door. When you consider the future through the lens of the crescent moon, you begin to realize that, instead of fearing the unknown, you can embrace it as fertile ground for growth and transformation. With each phase of the moon, as in your own life, there is a promise of new beginnings, continuous learning, and of course, prosperity. And as you prepare for this transformation, think about what you want to manifest next. Let's explore how the knowledge of past lessons can be the foundation for your future success. As you continue your spiritual journey, the past never disappears completely. It becomes part of your learning, the lessons you carry, and the wisdom you accumulate. And the crescent moon, with its cyclical shape, reflects exactly this: a cycle of learnings, challenges, and evolution. The presence of the crescent moon on your hand can be seen as a reminder that the past, with all its difficulties, failures, and mistakes, has intrinsic value. It is not merely something to be overcome, but something that can serve as a springboard for a more prosperous and enlightened future. In Buddhism, we learn that suffering has an essential function. It teaches us. When you reflect on your life, you realize that, over the years, you have likely faced challenges that, at first, seemed unbearable. However, when you look back, with the wisdom gained, you realize that those moments were essential for your growth. And that is exactly what the crescent moon represents, a symbol of the ability to transcend past challenges, learning from them, to pave the way for a more enlightened and prosperous future. It symbolizes a cycle of renewal, where you are not stuck in what was, but ready to create what will come. These lessons from the past are not just about pain or difficulty. They also include moments of great learning and growth. Perhaps you have learned to appreciate the small things, to understand the true nature of happiness, or to recognize where you need to improve. These moments form the foundation for building your future, and by focusing on the energy of the crescent moon, you begin to release emotional and spiritual blockages that often have their origins in the past. By doing so, you create an open space for new opportunities, prosperity, and peace to enter your life. Now, with the past understood and the lessons integrated, you begin to realize that the future is not something that simply happens, but something you actively create. The crescent moon, with its cyclical energy, symbolizes this opportunity for renewal. It says that, regardless of what has happened before, there is always a moment to start again, to transform your life. And by doing so, you align with the law of attraction, manifesting a future of abundance, prosperity, and success, whether in the spiritual, financial, or personal realm. When you realize that the key to the future is in your hands, you understand that by choosing to live in harmony with Buddhist principles and the energy of the crescent moon, you prepare yourself to seize the opportunities that arise along your path. Change is continuous, and the future is within your reach. So, what will you choose now? How will you use the wisdom of the past to shape a future of prosperity? These are the questions that will guide your journey. And the answer is in your hands, in the crescent moon you carry. Dear ones, how to use Buddhist knowledge to attract prosperity. Now that you understand the importance of the crescent moon, and how it symbolizes the natural cycles of growth and decline, it is time to explore how you can use Buddhist knowledge to enhance your prosperity. Buddhist teachings are not just about spiritual enlightenment, but also about how to align your actions, thoughts, and intentions with the natural flow of the universe, which includes the manifestation of wealth and abundance. One of the main practices in Buddhism to attract prosperity is the concept of detachment. Although at first glance, this may seem counterintuitive when talking about prosperity, in fact, detachment is the key to releasing the blockages that prevent abundance from arriving. Detachment does not mean giving up what is good, but rather releasing the obsession and excessive need to possess things. When you let go of attachment to material things, you make space for true prosperity, the kind that is spiritual, emotional, as well as financial, to come to you in a fluid and effortless way. In addition to detachment, the constant practice of meditation plays a fundamental role in attracting prosperity. By meditating, you tune into the energetic flow of the universe, creating an internal space of calm and clarity where your intentions can manifest. During your meditation, imagine receiving spiritual and material wealth, visualize abundance entering your life with ease and gratitude. This exercise is not just a mental practice, it has the power to align your personal energies with the energies of the universe, allowing you to manifest what you desire. By practicing this meditation regularly, you will begin to realize that prosperity is already flowing toward you, often in unexpected ways. Another important Buddhist principle for manifesting prosperity is the law of conscious action. Buddhism teaches that our actions, thoughts, and words have the power to shape our destiny. Therefore, when you make decisions and act consciously, you begin to create a path of prosperity. This means that every act you perform, no matter how small, should be done with the intention of generating good energy and positive outcomes. Imagine, for example, instead of just working to earn money, you begin to work with the purpose of creating something of value that benefits everyone around you. By focusing on service and contribution, you automatically create a cycle of prosperity that is not just material but spiritual. Additionally, specific rituals for attracting wealth, such as prosperity mantras, can be incorporated into your daily practice. The simple act of reciting mantras like Om Mani Padme Hum, or Abundance flows to me with ease, has the power to change your energetic vibration, attracting prosperity in all its forms. By dedicating a moment of your day to these rituals, you strengthen your intention to live in abundance and manifest the wealth you desire. These rituals are not only for increasing your material fortune, but also for connecting you to the universal energy of abundance, transforming your life in ways that go beyond money. Therefore, by applying these Buddhist teachings in your life, you not only create a path of spiritual enlightenment, but you also open the doors to financial, emotional, and spiritual prosperity. The key is to align with the laws of the universe, detach from fear and scarcity, meditate with focus, and act with intention. By doing this, you begin to see your life transform, manifesting abundance and wealth in all forms. And how do these teachings apply to your daily practice of life? Let's see how understanding the crescent moon can open a portal of possibilities on your path to prosperity. Now that you've explored the Buddhist principles for attracting prosperity, it's time to understand how the crescent moon acts as a true portal for new beginnings. When you look at the crescent moon in your palm, you are visualizing the beginning of a new cycle, where anything is possible. The presence of this mark is a powerful symbol that, regardless of the challenges or difficulties you may have faced in the past, there is always a new opportunity to start over, transform, and prosper. The crescent moon, with its growing shape, represents the strength of new beginnings, a sign that you are entering a phase of expansion. In Buddhism, this concept of starting anew is deeply tied to the process of rebirth, but not only in the literal sense of a new life. Every day, every moment, is an opportunity to spiritually rebirth and manifest a new reality. The crescent moon in your hand is a constant reminder that, even after periods of decline or difficulty, the opportunity to reinvent yourself will always be within your reach. It opens the doors to continuous growth, allowing you to start again with more wisdom and clarity. For example, imagine that you have gone through a phase of financial difficulty or had a significant loss. This cycle of challenges may have brought suffering, but the energy of the crescent moon offers you the chance to transform that pain into personal power. When you connect with the energy of this symbol, you are aligning with the cosmic law of renewal. By understanding that, in each new cycle, you have the chance to create a new reality, you begin to realize that suffering is not permanent, and each difficult moment is merely preparation for a new and prosperous chapter in your life. Furthermore, the crescent moon can also be seen as an invitation to let go of what no longer serves you, limiting beliefs, destructive behavior patterns, or relationships that are no longer beneficial. This detachment is an essential aspect of any new beginning. In Buddhism, we learn that to create space for something new, we must first release the old. Whatever you have lost, the crescent moon reminds you that true prosperity can only enter your life when you make space for it. This means putting aside any fear, doubt, or regret, and trusting that the future is full of new possibilities and riches. This transformation can be practically applied in your life. If you have something blocking your path, like a project that's not moving forward, or a decision you haven't made yet, the crescent moon is the nudge to act. It symbolizes the perfect moment to move forward, to take the first step toward the new. You can prepare for this new cycle by meditating on what you want to manifest in your life. This can be done with simple affirmations, such as, "I am ready for the new," and prosperity is within my reach. By repeating these words with conviction, you create an expansive energy that will open the paths to new opportunities. Now, as you look at the crescent moon in your palm, understand that it is not just a symbol of where you are, but of what you can become. It carries the promise of a future full of abundance and success, and it is up to you to harness this energy to transform your life. With each passing cycle, you have the chance to start again, stronger, wiser, and more aligned with prosperity. Let's now explore how this new beginning, guided by the energy of the crescent moon, could be exactly what you need to achieve true abundance in all areas of your life. I would like to now recommend a book for you to deepen your knowledge of the meaning of the crescent moon and Buddhist teachings. The Heart of Wisdom by Geshe Kelsang Gyatso. This book is an excellent read for anyone who wishes to deeply immerse themselves in Buddhist teachings and understand how the practice of meditation and detachment can open doors to spiritual wisdom and the manifestation of a prosperous life. The author, Geshe Kelsang Gyatso, presents Buddhist wisdom in a clear and accessible way, addressing essential themes such as impermanence, karma, the importance of detachment, and of course, meditation as a tool for personal transformation. By studying the lessons in this book, you will not only understand more about spiritual symbols like the crescent moon, but also learn how to apply these teachings in your daily life to unlock abundance, achieve enlightenment, and manifest prosperity in all areas of your life. This text is ideal for those who want to understand how the marks on our hands and spiritual symbols relate to our actions and choices, in addition to being a practical guide to transforming your spiritual path into a continuous process of self-improvement. Now that you've discovered the power of the crescent moon and how it can transform your life, it's time to apply all this knowledge. Remember, prosperity is within your reach, and the energies of the universe are ready to align with your intentions. But for this to happen, you need to act with confidence, patience, and wisdom. The time for change is now. What will you do with the power of the crescent moon in your hands? The future is in your hands, and abundance is about to arrive. Write in the comments the following affirmation: I manifest prosperity every day. I manifest prosperity every day, because you are ready to receive all the good from the universe. Now, take advantage and subscribe to the channel to continue learning about Buddhist wisdom and how to transform your life. Activate the notifications so you don't miss any new content that can change your spiritual and financial journey. And if you want to continue on the path of prosperity, click on the video that appears on the screen now and get ready for transformation. May peace and abundance accompany you always.